Hey everybody, so today I'm going to show you guys my 1987 Vanagon Syncro. So this is a Volkswagen van that's had an awful lot of work done to it. If you can tell from this angle, it's got a lift kit in it. It's got oversized tires on it. It started its life out as a two-wheel drive, and Van Cafe installed the four-wheel drive system off another one of these that was an actual Syncro. So this is a two-wheel drive Syncro conversion to a four-wheel drive. So it's got everything the four-wheel drive one has. It's basically the same thing now. So I had all the interior redone. We got a refrigerator now that just runs off of electric. That's the original one everybody had issues with. It ran off of electric and propane. This is one that would be in a semi, and we've got solar panel and batteries and things like that. I have to use both hands to open that, but the batteries are under here. We also have a Propex furnace. That's what that little black thing right there runs. So this has actually got a furnace for cold weather that runs off of propane, and we went with the Propex is what we went with. Some guys go with a gas one, some people go with a diesel one. We went with one that ran off our propane tank, which I'll show you on the other side in a minute. So here's the bed up here. This second cushion that's on top folds over, and then you climb up to get in, and then that's a bed. This folds out into a bed. Look at all the storage in here. Storage there, underneath there, underneath here. Here's the interior up front. We went with a bigger stereo so that we can have Apple CarPlay and use maps. It looks stock, but there's a lot going on in here. Air conditioning works. The air conditioning is up in that box right above the cushion there below the bed, below the upper bed I should say. That's all been rebuilt, so we've got really good cold air conditioning. This thing here is from Vanagon Life, so it'll hold a couple of drinks for you, and then it's got a great big box in here, and it goes around your emergency brake and stuff. They're really awesome. They hold your maps and stuff, but that's, believe it or not, almost $1,000 from Vanagon Life. They're super, super expensive, but they are high quality, and you do get what you pay for. So let's go around it here. I had this restored by Van Gogh Automotive in St. Paul off of West 7th. Every nut and bolt was removed from this thing. So it was repainted, all new seals, everything. That looks like it's dirty underneath there. It's just dirt, it's not rust. Well, I guess there is a little surface rust on there. That's a brand new propane tank, and I went with the oversized one. So this was already a Westfalia, and I went with the oversized one. This would be the exhaust from the propane refrigerator. It's been capped off. And then over here, it isn't doing what it says here anymore. Now it's a line for, or no, actually that is still the same. That's to hook up to shore water, shore power. And then this one here is a pump now for filling up your vehicle's tires. And there's the exhaust from the Propex heater coming out. We got some tracks here, max tracks. Since it's a taller van, we had to have a taller jack if we have to change a tire. This is all from Go Westy here, this setup. Now you'll notice I have gas Rotopacks, but I've got a 2.0 diesel engine in it, Volkswagen diesel engine. This was brand new crate engine from Volkswagen installed in here. And then this is the intake. It had to be modified to sit down. Now you'll notice here we got about 2 inches that this had to be modified for that engine to fit. And then the back cushion's been cut out in this spot to fit in, you know, for this top portion of this to fit inside of that. So it's cut out. So a little bit of modifications had to happen for that to work. And what else can I tell you guys? The company that put this in, I'm not going to mention their name, but it was $17,000. He charged me $2,000 to modify this to bring it down a little bit. Otherwise this would have been up higher, and then this modification on the back of here would have had to been cleared even more to make room. So $17,000 to do the conversion. And when I got it back from having that done, it had to immediately go to Van Gogh Automotive because there were so many things wrong from the guy that did the conversion for me that I spent another you know, 20 grand there probably, but that was with a lot of extra stuff I had done too. The steering was rebuilt and all sorts of things. So I've got probably into this thing, you guys are going to think I'm nuts, but to get it to where it's at and it needs nothing anymore, I've probably got 150,000 invested in it to get it to where it's at. We got the ARB awning right there. What else can I tell you about this thing? So be careful when you're ordering, I guess I could say that. When you're going to have a motor done, it's a big expense, but if you've got it and want to do it, just be careful who you use, because I wouldn't recommend this guy, but I also don't want to say his name and have an issue with that. But man, the guy was a slime ball, and that's my experience. And then when he knew he screwed up, he was supposed to send the company Vanagon some parts. He said he'd be sending those for free. He never sent anything, so we had to find the stuff to fix that he didn't share with us. And then on the dash, you know, all sorts of stuff. The oil gauge wouldn't work. We had to find a fix for that. The RPM gauge wouldn't work. We had to figure a fix out for that. All sorts of things. It was half baked. We had to make the lines for the air conditioning because he didn't want to do that, I guess. And then I'll tell you one more thing. Underneath it, I guess, it's an old Vanagon where the transmission mounts at the very front. The metal, there's some welding that needed to be done there. And he said he didn't want to touch that welding up there and fix that because he didn't want to put his name on it. And it's like, dude, you're putting a motor in it. You're working on an old Vanagon. If you're going to work on these old vehicles, you got to be, you know, ready to, you know, find lots of different issues with it and be able to roll with the punches. If you can't do that, you shouldn't be working on old vehicles. So anyway, when we got that back, I had a whole bunch of work done underneath there as well. I don't know how the welds broke, but they did, but all that was fixed. That's my Vanagon, guys. Thing does, you know, 80, 85 all day long down the road with that diesel engine. It's a beast. I took the 2.5 liter Subaru engine out of this thing to have that installed. So I had the Subaru conversion, and I live in Duluth, Minnesota, and I know you can't tell from this angle, but I live on a steep hill, and that's all Duluth is steep hills all over the place. And that 2.5 was a dog for me. It just wouldn't get up the hills. It just wouldn't do what I wanted to do. I was downshifting all the time to get up hills and stuff, and then I was going so slow that I was holding up traffic. So I just needed some more torque, and that's why I did that motor. But holy cow, does it get up and go. It is fast. So there's my solar panel up on top. I'll show you how I got that done up there. Today I ordered my new roto packs that I'm going to have 2 on this side for water, so they'll be white colored, and then I got to get 2 for diesel, so they'll be a different color as well, the yellow for diesel. But man, what a engine. If you guys are thinking about doing this and you don't mind that big expense to do it, this thing is a beast. I just can't believe how good it goes. So anyway, here's my van, guys. If you have any questions or want to see anything else about it, just leave a message down below in the comments or something, or contact me directly. But yeah, I love this thing. Maybe I can get in here real quick. Here, hold on. Okay, here we are. So the battery's under here. I don't have the rear heating system in it anymore. There's my curtains and stuff in that. The rear heaters go out a lot, and I didn't want to deal with that, and I got a really great front heater, so I really don't need it. So yeah, I'll just get up here a little bit and show you before I end this video. So this just kind of works its way forward and folds over, and there's your sleeping area. You can unzip these, and there's a screen on the other side. Got the vent up there. Here's my sink, my cook stove. So that's my so here's a table back here. I've got the second table as well, and it goes in this hole here, and then you can swing it around and have a table up here for the people, because these seats up front will swivel back towards the back, and you can have a table for up there too. This one doesn't make it all the way around back. It kind of comes like at an angle facing that way more, but this one will turn all the way around. All right, guys, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll make another one on this at some other point probably. I love this thing. We'll see you guys later. Take care.